Alright, shalom, shalom. As always, before I begin this video, alright, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Alright, and a sincere salutations to you hopeful elect out there who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith. May Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakak, Wadash watch over and protect the elect of Israel. Alright, so I believe through the Spirit that I'm gonna make a series here, alright, regarding these women, and more specifically the so-called black woman. Alright, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna call this this series. There's a couple videos that I seen, and I just want to go ahead and play them. Right, so as you can see on the tag right here, you know, that explains the whole situation.
61389. Brianna Hampton.
She just pepper sprayed me. She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs. You downstairs. Do what you do. No, I'm not. Do what you do. I'm way up here. Do what you do.
Yeah, man. Okay. Jake got to realize and see, the elder apostles have been constantly telling us, man, stop dealing with these so-called black women. Now, of course, it's some good ones out there. It's some good ones. But for the most part, you're going to be dealing with shit like this. This wild, man. Now, see, Jake could lose his life over this. This is something, all right, especially when you look at her, she one of those real high, you know, quote-unquote high-class so-called black woman, and really, she just want to get him caught up, right, so that she can be in there, you know, fucking on the next nigga. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. Okay, yeah, it's bad, man. All right, let me go to the second video, and then I'm gonna get some precepts. Alright, so I'm going to just let this one play. Once again, that's pretty self-explanatory from the top.
I am pregnant with my ex-husband's baby while I'm in the middle of a divorce from my current husband. When I was 7 years old, I met the love of my life. We literally fell in love. I was 7, he was 10. We got married when I was 19 and he was 21. We have our daughter together, Penelope, she's 12. But here's what I did. I cheated on him with my boss. Yeah. I know, I'm like a shit person. I got caught and I was pretty belligerent, like, yeah, I'm not gonna apologize. Like, I was like, I don't think you're treating me the best, and you used to break my heart all the time when we were kids, and I deserve this, blah, blah, blah. Cut to 10 years later, living a miserable life because I ended up marrying our boss, the man that I cheated on him with. We had a child together, and we are literally in the middle of a divorce right now. But I'm pregnant with my first husband's baby. Like, well, he's actually not my first husband, but that's another story for another day. And that other one doesn't really count because I was just a ratchet teenager and I ran away from home and like married this guy that I didn't even know. But that's another.
See, man, these goddamn women have lost their mind, man. And see, just watching this video, that was what, 60 seconds? All right. That's a lot to handle. That's a lot to handle. You feel, you know, you feel bad. That's a lot here. I think this is like an advertisement. So let me try to fix this. All right, so this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 1. The point is in 3. Lamentations 4:1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. All right, so look at Israel. Look at once again, look at the men and then look at the women. All right. The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. So, brothers out here doing the work, you're doing the most important thing that a man can do, all right? Bringing out the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 2. The precious sons of Zion and Salakia, I'll be just thinking about this. You see, and that goes to show that no matter what you do in this society, all right, these women ultimately have it out for you. Because you would think that because we bringing out the words of the Lord, all right, you would think that these women would be, pulling out all the stops, so to speak, that they be throwing roses at your feet. Yet they're not. You know what I mean? Like people look at us more sideways than just about anybody else, right? We get treated like a nigga in the street, so to speak. So look at Jake. Look at Israel, who's just in the world. Look at what he's going through. Right? He's catching mega hell, man. We catching hell, but ultimately we not catching hell like these 2/3 Israelites out here. All right? It says, verse 2, the precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. How are they esteemed as earthen pictures, the work of the hands of the potter? Yeah, man, because we were supposed to be perfect. Right? We were supposed to be perfect. We basically, how we are in the kingdom, that's how we were supposed to start out. We were supposed to start out just perfect, just being in a paradise, doing our thing. All right, but what happened? We went off. So this is where we're at. This is why Jake is going through what he's going through, man. All right, it says, verse 3, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. Cruel, man. Cruel. Look at these are supposed to be mothers. These are supposed to be, These are supposed to be daughters. These are supposed to be, nieces, aunts, sisters, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, right? These women. And look at them. Look at how they acting, man. Right? You even you got a mama sloth, right? You got a mama sloth and a baby sloth. Mama sloth treat the baby sloth better than you so-called black women treat your children, man. All right? All you Israelite women, but we are specifically getting on the so-called black woman. Yes, we are getting on the so-called black woman, okay? That's what we doing. That's all right, Verse 4, the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. Yeah, and that especially happens when Jake is in his youth. We ask questions, your grandmama, your mama, they don't know. They don't know, right? Because they're not judging according to the scriptures. Okay, so you're not really taught manhood. You're not taught, especially how to be an Israelite man. Okay? More importantly. So we thirsty. We trying to find out. All right. We trying to learn about judgment. See, because even as children, right, we were very judgmental. Right? If Jake had a twist to his walk, you judge him. You judge that nigga. Yo, man, he's fucking sweet. That was a big deal, man. When I was a kid, man, you couldn't even be crying. You couldn't be crying, right? You had to play sports. You had to do something. You know what I mean? Like as children, you know, you especially being around other Jakes, right? There's a hardness. Yet when our mothers came around, you know, you soften up, so to speak, because you got Jake say, yeah, I do this, I do that, I wish a nigga would, I wish, you know. But then when his mama or his grandmama turn around, the most hard core nigga is gonna turn soft. All right, that's what it is. That's how Jake is programmed. All right, who programmed that? Who programmed that into us? The self-proclaimed white man. Because see, the self-proclaimed white man at 14, 15, right? What is he doing? Well, he's backpacking abroad. He's going to Spain, Germany. He's leaving America. He's going to Zimbabwe and all that. He's all right. You know, his parents are sending him money. Okay, he's actually experiencing things that a man, right, is supposed to experience. Okay, what Jake doing? Jake stuck in the same hood. Jake stuck. You know what I mean? Stuck and soft. All right, yeah. What is Esau doing? You know, he's getting his legs up under him, so to speak. You know, he come back confident. It's Esau. It's Esau. Prideful, right? He come back. He got money in his pocket still. You know, this nigga's the devil. All right, and see that's what the so-called black woman wants to be a part of. See, because you see those two women, I guarantee you that the first chick was freaking out, right? She trying to get rid of that nigga. Why? She trying to get E. She trying to get E. Either that or just a dirty ass Jake. Right? Same with the second woman. You can tell she so-called high class type of, you know, or she try to portray herself as that, you know. Her second husband, right? Her boss or whatever, probably a damn devil. Okay, nah, you know, don't quote me on that, but you know, this is just something that we observe, man. They want to live that lifestyle, right? And as Jake is catching more hell. The closer it is that the Lord is to come back, that's the more hell we gonna catch, right? The hell that Jake catch today is gonna be worse tomorrow. The only time it gets better is when the Lord returns, right? But as time goes on, you're gonna see the so-called black woman jumping ship. You're going to see that. Now, of course, you got certain sisters out there that's holding it down, you know, and that's beautiful. But for the most part, the so-called black woman is jumping ship. She's getting with the Todds and the Brantleys, all right? She's getting with the, you know, she's getting with Moab. Basically, she's getting with every single person outside of the Israelite man, right? They call that leveling up or whatnot, man. But ultimately, they're done. They're through, right? They're through. Going down to verse 10. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. So pitiful, right? Basically have just made their own children just dumb, stupid. Right? So that's why Jake got that Captain Save-A-Hole spirit. All right, I gotta, you know, you can tell that Jake from the first video, he used to that shit. He's like, man, here she go. You know? Here she go. You know, Jake just dealing with it. Right? That's why Jake need to start dealing with Moab. All right, Jake need to start dealing with the so-called white woman Yes, you can. Yes, an Israelite man can deal with a so-called white woman. That's okay. You know. Start dealing with Moab. Those so-called Vietnamese women, so-called Thai women. Those are some beautiful women, man. Right? Elam, right? The so-called East Indian woman. There are some very beautiful women, man. Okay? Says verse 11, the Lord hath accomplished his fury. He hath poured out his fierce anger. And part of that is he's using the woman. Right? That's part of the Lord's anger. Right? Because Jake going through hell, man. Jake going through absolute hell. It says, I have kindled a fire in Zion, and it hath devoured the foundations thereof. Yeah, so, and he's using the woman. Well, did he not use the woman basically to take down Adam, so to speak? That was set up from the jump. Right? Adam didn't know that that was going to go down like that, but the Lord did. And the Lord used Eve, man. The Lord used the physical counterpart, right, for the spiritual demon Satan, and used the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, influenced Eve, and then, and the rest is history, man. Right, now we gotta live it. Now we gotta live this. But ultimately, the Lord is coming back, man, and that's something to look forward to. So I'm gonna once again the different videos that I see in these regards. I see one at least one every few days. So I'm probably just gonna make a series out of it. Avoid these women. Or something of that nature. It's going to have to be a whole series because I'm continuing to see those. All right, so Lord's will, this was edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ha-Rakak-Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, once again, who rule well, teach well, taught me this truth. And sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect Akim, who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith. I mean, how about Shemi Shai, Bahashem Ha-Rakak-Wadash. Watch over you, brothers, man. And if you got a woman, she's tripping all the time or whatever, yeah, hey, hold it down. All right? Hey, man, at this point, these women are just not even a factor. They're here, they're whatever, high and by. That's about it. That's the spirit. And I was looking forever for that. I was looking forever for this precept right here. It's either be as though they had none or have none. One of the two. I believe it's be as though they have. Okay, beautiful. 1 Corinthians 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. Yes, we at the end. We at the end of this thing. Right? It remaineth. So it stays. It stays now just like before. That both they that have wives be as though they had none. So at this point, hey, your woman, that's your woman, whatever the case is. We not gonna do too much outside of that. That's your woman. She play her role. That's it. You know what I mean? We not doing too much right now, man. We not doing too much. It's full steam ahead, man. All right, shalom.